or who do you think will have the best series for both teams, for the Phillies and for the Astros?
As you mentioned, Altuve, he has not stepped up. It's scary that the Astros swept the Yankees with basically no contributions from Jordan or Altuve. I don't think Jordan has had a hit since he got that home run versus Seattle in game two. Or he's 1 for 17 since that going into game four the other night. Him and Altuve need to step up if they're going to be able to put runs up. But Jeremy Pena, man, he just won
Mhm.
ALCS MVP. He's the guy who's replacing Correa. He's done being the shadow of Correa. I think he's really stepped up. He had a great rookie year. He's been a stud in the playoffs. He hit that home run in the 18th versus the Mariners. So I would expect him to have a good series and Bregman to carry it on. If I had to pick a World Series MVP, though, if it's the Astros, my wild card is going to be Trey Mancini. I think he's going to break out of the slump. I don't think he's got a hit at all in the playoffs. He was 0 for 8 the other night, going into the other night, and I don't think he got on base at all. He's not been great, but this is his first playoff action. He's a wild card in my mind. He's a DH, so he's not going to get as many starts, but when he does start, I think he's going to be the one who can help be the catalyst for that team. Him or Yuli Gurriel, the first baseman, he's flown under the radar big time in the playoffs. As for the Phillies, boy, the reason I loved the Phillies in April was that their lineup really didn't have too many holes in it. You've got an outfield that, if Harper was healthy and playing the outfield, could theoretically hit 120 home runs between Harper, Schwarber, and Castellanos. Castellanos had a down year. Schwarber wasn't playing up to par until the last two series versus the Braves, and then really against the who'd they just beat? Oh, the Padres, excuse me. I think it's going to be your big guns here. Rhys Hoskins was probably the guy who came up with the biggest hits in the NLCS. You're going to need him to do that, but not make errors. But Kyle Schwarber, man, playoffs in his career, all he does is hit. So he would be the guy that needs to carry it on, especially being at the top of the lineup to
Mhm.
just set the Phillies up for success going forward.